believe that one of the best ways to get skilled at what you are not good at in life is to keep practicing that thing. When I first started learning to drive, I was terrible. I couldn't go about a minute without having support and guidance from an instructor. But little by little, I eventually gained competence with many hours and miles put in. I'm going to try getting better at cycling today. I got my first bike at the start of this year, and I've only gone on about 4 small bike rides, and I think that if I put in a big bike ride and I get some decent miles in, I'll get a bit more confidence and I'll get better in cycling. So without further ado, let's hit the road and let's get cycling. So we're off to a pretty decent start. It's a fairly overcast morning, and I hope the rain will stay in the clouds for an hour or so more, because I'm in a pretty decent flow right now. About to head through Bedford in Maidstone, and then we're going to start going along the North Downs and hopefully arrive at a village called Hollinbourne. Okay. Had a little drama on the side of the road a few moments ago. This is how much of an amateur I am when it comes to cycling. I started changing gear at the front chainring so much that the actual cable came off, the chain itself come off the bike, and I had to do a quick adjustment on the side of the road and put it back on. And then when I looked at what I'd done, it was actually pretty painful and embarrassing to see the mistake, because it's fairly obvious that if you're in the smallest chainring, you shouldn't go smaller than that, because there is no smaller than that on the front. All cyclists watching this are probably cringing beyond measure now, so apologies to you guys in advance. Okay, Hill of Doom coming up. You're now going to be treated to some of the lovely Kent countryside, so let's enjoy it. Now this is what it's all about, people. Check out those views. And these along the North Downs here in Kent stretch for as far as the eye can see. Absolutely lovely. And what's nice about cycling these routes, rather than running them like I normally do, is that you can really see so much in such a short amount of time. And it's just a nice way to start the day. Okay guys, it's nice knowing you. I've been Craig on Craig Tries. It's been a pleasure. Woohoo! Holy moly. So we've just almost rocked up at the little village called Hollinbourne, just around the corner, and I think it's been a fairly decent ride so far. I've covered about 8 miles. I've gained a little bit of confidence on the road. I've dealt with cars overtaking, I've let cars pass on certain occasions, and I've even gone past some horses. And to some people watching this video that cycle all the time, probably doesn't seem like a very big deal, but trust me, if you are brand new to cycling and you're a little bit apprehensive, shall we say, about getting on the roads, it is a big deal. So I'm pleased with how the morning's going. Tell you what, the last few days here in Kent, in the southeast of England, it's been absolute torrential rain, and we've had numerous thunderstorms. So the ground isn't very favourable today, but I'll take it. Can't have it nice all the time, right? Oh, the hills. Here we go. Whew. Tell you what, when you're watching Wiggo and the chaps do this at the Olympics or on telly, it looks fairly doable. When you actually get onto the saddle yourself and give it a go, wow. You realise how fit these guys actually are and how much work they put in behind the scenes. And there you have it. I've just tried going for a bike ride. It's been a fun morning. I've got a bit more confidence on the bike, and I did about 15 miles in the end. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Click the like button, hit the subscribe button. I've been Craig. See you next time.